We're going to do another review with a rhyme. Today's review is going to be Chaos Head. Now, it's not a very well known anime, primarily because it's like, number one, it's not English dubbed. It wasn't very well advertised, but it's a weird kind of like, if you look for it, you can find it still anime. The company that produces it banned it on YouTube. For the most part, you can get the first few episodes, but mostly you got to go to other sites. The big question, anyway. So the series starts out. Basically, it's a story about somebody who's an otaku. Basically, he's obsessed with video games. What is kind of like World of Warcraft. They do really clever things with names, like. I don't know what numbers over Google with extra zeros, but that's like the internet site that's just like Google. They have like Wikipedia, only it's like Neutralpedia or something. Anyway, so they do a clever job with that. The whole series basically focuses on this main character and him. He's kind of like, he's crazy in a sense, or you're led to believe that, at least in the beginning. Like, he has delusions all the fucking time. He constantly just wants to live in his own world. He lives in a crate. I shit you not. He allegedly has a sister, who comes and visits him. And he has, like, weird fantasies about her for a moment. And then nothing happens, basically. And it's just a fantasy. And he ends up emailing himself at one point, but he thinks it's this other guy. And it's a really weird show. The animation is great. It's kind of like, it's modern, so it's kind of like modern anime. So it's basically good. I mean, it's lost some of its originality. But I'll take quality over originality for this one. Anyway, voice acting, for Japanese, I don't speak Japanese. I don't try to read Japanese. But, I think that they match the characters all right. Anyway, so, getting through the mechanicals, all the mechanicals are there. It's a good series as far as the bare mechanics go. And the plot, initially very interesting. You don't know what's up, what's down. Shit's like, there's people with swords. You're not sure if they're real swords or if this fucker's just going crazy. I mean, it is what it is its name. It's some guy with a chaotic head. He doesn't know what's going on. He's calculated how many days of school he's got to go to because he doesn't want to experience the real world because it fucks with him. He doesn't know what's real. He's got an imaginary girlfriend. I mean, it's like, if you could pick a fucking crazy fuck, this would fucking be it. Perfect. But as the series develops, it loses its, a show, it's kind of like chaos in itself, is eventually some kind of order eventually develops. It's kind of like that. There's twists, spoiler alert, he turns out to be like this guy's, what do you call it? He's like this guy's projection who's handicapped, and that's why he's able to manipulate the world, and, well, not why he's able to manipulate the world. And there's evil people who are trying to create this giant computer, and it will control people's minds so that they have these projection images lodged in their heads. It's like, I think it's Moses or Noah too. I forget the name of the machine. But yeah. It needs a second season to explain it more. I'm not sure if we'll get it. It's based off a video game, or it has a video game, and the whole anime plays like a really lame video game. It's like, well, a really lame Japanese video game, so it's extra fucked up. But basically, you start out as this guy, you're not sure what's real, what's not, and in the video game, you get to choose whether you have these crazy episodes or you have a romantic episode, and basically how you choose is you push a green button or a red button, and they move. You have to select them, and they kind of move, so you don't really know what you're gonna get. So yeah, one of the problems with this anime, or what's actually really interesting, and someone brought this up to me, is that it basically plays like it's like a harem anime in that, what time is it? We're on at 8:30. Okay. It's like a harem anime with all the female characters. And that was kind of disappointing to me because, it kind of runs against the overall, fuck upness of the plot. It's kind of, well, that's stereotypical anime. But this person brought this up to me and said, this guy was an otaku. Now, if you're an otaku, you're going to have otaku fantasies, right? And it makes perfect sense. Like, if you watch the series, he says that basically all the stereotype anime shit that happens is basically him just projecting what otaku information is hitting his head, And, I mean, they go through some mind-blowing concepts. It's like, I've heard it compared to a harem version of Lane. I wouldn't quite go that far. I mean, pop, bubblegum pop, it's got a little bit of that, or, well, not bubblegum pop, what the fuck am I talking about? But, it definitely does have a little mindfuck in there. So if you're looking for that, which I love shows that you're like, oh, what the hell's going on, then this one's for you. Though I will say the second half of the series isn't half as good as the first half, because by then, as suggested, you basically get the overall concept eventually. Maybe, anyway. So, yeah, you should go watch this anime. If I'm still doing ranking systems. What did I give all the other ones? I think I give this a 6. I'll give it a 6. Because it's a little bit over average. In my opinion, it's my kind of anime. But it's not as good as other ones of the same genre. So yeah. Yeah, so I guess that's it. You know what I like is all the video reviews I do of animes, it's always like right here, and then when I read stories, I read them someplace else, and it's very symmetrical. Like, I was originally going to read a story, but then decided not to, because I was like, I'm going to be in this room filming it, so I should do a review. So yeah, go watch it if you like that kind of stuff. The song playing was the opening. Anyway, so that's it. Have fun. Goodbye. Good luck. Bye.